Then, when the farmer passed into the field, he spied her, and he left his men at work, and came and said, "Where were you yesterday? Whose child is that? What are you doing here?" So Dora cast her eyes upon the ground and answered softly, "This is William's child." "And did I not?" said Alan. "Did I not forbid you, Dora?" Dora said again. "Do with me as you will, but take the child and bless him for the sake of him that's gone." And Alan said, "I see it is a trick, got up betwixt you and the woman there. I must be taught my duty, and by you. You knew my word was law, and yet you dared to slight it. Well, for I will take the boy. But go you thence, and never see me more." So saying, he took the boy, that cried aloud, and struggled hard. The wreath of flowers fell at Dora's feet. She bowed up on her hands, and the boy's cry came to her from the field. More and more distant she bowed down her head, remembering the day when first she came, and all the things that had been. She bowed down and wept in secret, and the reapers reaped, and the sun fell, and all the land was dark. Then Dora went to Mary's house and stood upon the threshold. Mary saw the boy was not with Dora. She broke out in praise to God that helped her in her widowhood. And Dora said, "My uncle took the boy, but Mary, let me live and work for you, with you. He says that he will never see me more." Then answered Mary, "This shall never be, that thou shouldest take my trouble on thyself. And now I think he shall not have the boy, for he will teach him hardness and to slight his mother. Therefore thou and I will go, and I will have my boy and bring him home, and I will beg of him to take thee back. But if he will not take thee back again, then thou and I will live within one house, and work for William's child until he grows of age to help us." So the women kissed each other and set out, and reached the farm. The door was off the latch. They peeped and saw the boy set up betwixt his grandsire's knees, who thrust him in the hollows of his arm, and clapped him on the hands and on the cheeks, like one that loved him. And the lad stretched out and babbled for the golden seal that hung from Alan's watch, sparkled by the fire. Then they came in. But when the boy beheld his mother, he cried out to come to her. And Alan set him down, and Mary said, "O father, if you let me call you so, I never came a begging for myself. Our William are this child, but now I come. For Dora, take her back, she loves you well. O sir, when William died, he died at peace with all men, for I asked him, and he said he could not ever rue his marrying me. I have been a patient wife, but sir, he said, that he was wrong to cross his father thus. God bless him, he said, and may he never know the troubles I have gone through." Then he turned his face and passed, unhappy that I am. But now, sir, let me have my boy, for you will make him hard, and he will learn to slight his father's memory. And take Dora back, and let all this be as it was before." So Mary said, and Dora hid her face. By Mary there was silence in the room, and all at once the old man burst in sobs. "I have been to blame, to blame. I've killed my son. I've killed him, but I loved him, my dear son. May God forgive me. I have been to blame. Kiss me, my children." Then they clung about the old man's neck and kissed him many times, and all the man was broken with remorse, and all his love came back 100-fold. And for 3 hours he sobbed over William's child, thinking of William. So those 4 abode within one house together, and as years went forward, Mary took another mate, but Dora lived unmarried till her death. And when you have the power, you should probably temper the whole psychopath thing, right? Look to it. Consider, take a month to think and give an answer to my wish, or by the Lord that made me, you shall pack, and nevermore darken my doors again. And William heard, and answered something madly, bit his lip, and broke away.